Okay, so what did we discuss in the last class?
We discussed the obstacles in the path of Bhakti Yoga,
Okay.
inside and outside. One is the enjoying propensity.
Yeah.
We think that we are the enjoyers, and outside is exploiting the nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we started discussing the summary from chapter 13 onwards.
Yeah.
So we discussed 3 chapters, 13, 14, 15. Chapter 13, the title of the chapter is Nature, Enjoyer, Consciousness. Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Vibhaga Yoga.
Vibhaga Yoga.
Kshetra is the body. Kshetrajna is the knower of the body. So we are the knower of our body, and Krishna as a super soul is the knower of all the bodies. He's the knower of everyone's body.
All the bodies. Yeah.
Yeah. So our soul, which is residing in this kshetra, the body, is aware of this particular body. Whereas super soul Paramatma, he is aware of this body as well as he is aware of all the bodies, of all the living entities. So kshetra, the body, kshetrajna is the knower of the body.
Does Kurukshetra have anything to do with this?
Kurukshetra, it doesn't have anything to do with, but you can understand something about kshetra, kshetrajna in this chapter using the word Kurukshetra. Okay. So Kurukshetra is the field of, is the battlefield of Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Oh,
Yeah. So I saw you join online and then you disconnected, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Kshetra is area, right?
Kshetra is area, field of activity, basically. Field of activity. So your son doesn't have a class today?
He has a class, but he's recovering from being sick.
Sickness, huh? Okay.
So he's not drinking any books.
Okay. Yeah. He's attending online at home. Okay. Good. So, yeah. So you can understand something from Kurukshetra. You can relate that to Kshetra, Kshetrajna here. So Kurukshetra is the battlefield where the Kurukshetra war happened. Okay. Kshetra basically means the field. Okay. The place of activity. Similarly, this Kshetra, Krishna in the 13th chapter, he refers to the body as Kshetra because this is the field for the soul to do any activity.
Yeah.
This is the field for the soul to do any activity. Just like Kurukshetra is the field for Kauravas and Pandavas to fight. Okay. Similarly, for the soul, this is the field of activity. Just like children play in the backyard. That's the field for them. That's the Kshetra for them. So soul takes this body as the playground and performs various activities. Okay. So when we are performing bhakti, there can be 2 obstacles. One from within, one from outside. So Ashok said the obstacle from within is our enjoying propensity. Our enjoying propensity. Gopal, Venugopal said in the last class. So our enjoying propensity. Okay, Sapan Kumar, I just see you joined. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, how are you?
Good Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So that was chapter 13 now. Okay. The obstacle from within on the path of bhakti, the enjoying propensity, because we all have a lot of desires to do various things in this material world. So whenever we take a birth, we take birth with specific set of desires. And those desires are vasanas from previous life. And then in this life also, we accumulate some desires. So whatever we do in this life, it's all based on the desires that we accumulate in this life and from past life. Not only past life, past one life, but it could be many lifetimes in the past. So the soul is taking this body as the field of activity to fulfill those desires. And those desires, that enjoying propensity, acts as an obstacle on the path of bhakti. And then what's the obstacle from outside? That is from chapter 14. Chapter 14 titled as the three modes of material nature. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. So there are three gunas, triguna. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Triguna. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So in chapter 14, Krishna explains how every living entity is working under the influence of these three modes, the modes of material nature. So we are constantly bombarded by these three modes. These three modes within us, they keep bombarding with each other and try to dominate. Mode of goodness tries to dominate over mode of passion and ignorance, and mode of passion tries to dominate over the other two modes, and so on. So in the morning, you are in the mode of goodness, and as the day starts, you are in the mode of passion, and in the evening, nighttime, you are in the mode of ignorance. So, and even during the day, these things keep fluctuating. So the three modes keep fighting with each other for dominance. Okay. And our goal is to come to the mode of goodness. Mode of goodness is the platform for bhakti. It's very conducive. Mode of goodness is conducive for performing bhakti. And beyond mode of goodness is the pure goodness, Vishuddha Sattva. Mode of goodness is Sattva, and beyond Sattva Guna is Shuddha Sattva or Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Shuddha, Visuddha, same, pure goodness. Yeah, Vishuddha is the term Vishuddha is used to enhance the meaning of that word even more. Yeah. No, you add V to any word, it enhances the meaning. Okay. Like Vishesha Rupena. Vishesha. Yeah, Shesha, Vishesha. So, yeah. So, both have the same meaning. Victory. Yeah. Jaya is victory. Vijaya is also victory. But when you add Vijaya, V, it means more victory. I mean, if two people are playing chess, the victory is only one kind. But to enhance, that somebody achieved victory, then we say Vijaya. Yeah. It's the same meaning. Victory. Vijaya, Jaya, victory. Similarly, Shuddha Sattva and Vishuddha Sattva, same meaning, but it enhances the meaning. Okay, so the three modes, you can see the picture of these three modes in Bhagavad Gita, right in the middle. In chapter 10, you will see these pictures. If you have the physical book with you, you can see in chapter 10, you will see different graphics. There is a picture where the soul transmigrates from one body to another, and how the body transforms from birth to childhood to youth to adulthood to old age and then death. That picture is also there. And there is a picture of senses, the horse, and Krishna as the charioteer, Arjuna as the chariot passenger, and the horses, the ropes. That picture is also there. Along with that, there is a picture of a lady, Maya Devi, holding the ropes. The three ropes are nothing but the three gunas, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So we are all working under the influence of these three modes. Whatever we do, it is under the mode of these three modes.
Now, Prabhuji, what kind of activities come in mode of passion and mode of ignorance? Like, how can one differentiate between them? That this is activity pertaining to mode of passion, this is activity pertaining to mode of goodness. Yeah. How is that? How can we differentiate?
So we all do various activities, right? In our life, we work, we study, we get married, we do entertainment, we go on vacations, so many things. And there is always a good way of doing things and wrong way of doing things. There's always right way of doing things and wrong way of doing things. If we perform any activity in the mode of goodness, then it's the right way. If we perform any activity in the mode of ignorance, it's not the right way. And mode of passion, you need mode of passion to perform any activity. Mode of passion indicates creation. Mode of passion indicates creation. That means you are able to create something. Let's say software engineers working at work. You need to have mode of passion. Otherwise, you cannot work. Otherwise, you cannot produce anything. And if you don't produce anything, you will be laid off. So you need mode of passion to work.
So we can say that whatever activity, even if we are doing an activity which is in mode of goodness, let us say that, for example, I'm volunteering myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm serving the cows and all, I'm doing all those.
Yeah.
I assume that is an activity in mode of goodness.
Yeah. Because anything favorable to Krishna and Krishna consciousness is in the mode of goodness.
But there will also be a mode of passion because it's laying the groundwork for me.
Yes, you need
to
that.
get that desire to go to the farm and
Yeah.
do the activity.
Yeah.
So mode of passion in higher or a lower concentration will always be there in mixing with other modes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mode of passion is needed to achieve something. See, Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, if he did not have mode of passion,
he didn't have actually mode of passion, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have mode of passion.
No,
right?
he did.
Before, like when he said that he don't want to fight.
When he said he doesn't want to fight,
he loses mode of passion.
No, that you cannot say mode of. So you mean to say he was in the mode of goodness?
Ignorance.
Yeah, ignorance. Yeah.
That was pure ignorance.
Ignorance.
I should not say, Arjun is the.
There's nothing like pure ignorance.
Yeah.
Ignorance.
Yeah.
It's ignorance. Yeah.
Ignorance.
So he was in the mode of ignorance. Yeah.
So the actions are created by either of the three modes. Prakriti Kriyamanani, Gunai Karmani Sarvasana.
Yeah.
So the action, either goodness, mode of goodness can drive actions, mode of passion can drive actions, mode of ignorance can drive actions, not the only mode of passion drives actions.
But anything to create, it's always mode of passion. So mode of ignorance, it leads to
result. Action leads to result.
Yeah.
Right. So three of them creates something.
Yeah.
Karma, it creates karma.
Three of them create actions, but the result of actions created in mode of ignorance, they're mostly destructive. Anything constructive, when I said creation, right? Anything constructive, anything useful, constructive, you need mode of passion. Yeah. So mode of passion on the platform of goodness is favorable to Krishna and Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So your goal is to do some service. Okay. So that means you're thinking clearly. You're in the mode of goodness. Now to do the action, you need mode of goodness, mode of passion. Yeah. You are thinking clearly, saying that okay, I want to do this service. At the same time, you cannot have mode of ignorance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you cannot do anything.
If you switch, then you will not be able to do it.
Yeah. So you need to have that goal that I want to do service. I want to go to farmhouse and serve cows. And then you need to show that in action by having mode of passion. It's like wearing different hats.
Yeah.
First you wear a hat of mode of goodness, and then you wear a hat of mode of passion. Yeah. So mode of ignorance, the symptoms of mode of ignorance are procrastination, laziness, ignorance, darkness, all these things.
Darkness as in like practical darkness, or darkness like inside the soul?
Inside the soul,
Okay.
inside the heart,
Okay.
basically. So
Prabhuji, so according to the day, night, you said like during the day it's mode of goodness, and like through the day passes, then we are in the mode of passion and ignorance.
Yeah.
So right now it's night, and we may be in the mode of ignorance according to the day and night.
Yes.
But we are learning something about the Gita, and it's Krishna consciousness, something connected to it.
Yeah.
So which mode are we in right now? Like
so the mode of
ignorance is
ignorance,
overpowering.
the mode of ignorance is trying to dominate during this time. And to sleep, you need mode of ignorance. Okay. See, all these three modes are needed to live in the material world and to perform bhakti. Okay. So you need three modes. To sleep, you need mode of ignorance. If you have mode of passion and goodness, you cannot sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. You need mode of ignorance to sleep. And in the olden days, people used to sleep like 7 o'clock because they didn't have lights, right?
Yeah.
As soon as it becomes dark, they used to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why from the sunset time, it's the mode of ignorance. Mode of ignorance is trying to dominate, which is good because it's a time to rest. But today's age is different. We are in a different age where we don't sleep at sunset. We don't even eat it before sunset.
Yeah.
So that's the ideal thing to do. But what is practical that we are doing? Okay. So at least, the mode of ignorance is trying to dominate now, but we are fighting against that by trying to have a mode of goodness. Yeah. Okay. That was chapter 14. How obstacles can come from outside.
Of nature, three modes.
Yeah.
The instruments of Mayadevi.
Yeah. These three modes are instruments of Mayadevi. Yeah. So Mayadevi is always testing, Mayadevi is giving hard tests to see how much faith we have on Krishna. So mode of goodness is good. She's throwing all the three ropes. Okay. But most of the times we catch the ropes of mode of passion and ignorance. Most of the times mode of ignorance. So there are 4 classes of people, right? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Brahmana, they are in mode of goodness and no passion and ignorance. Okay.
All the time.
Yeah. Most of the time they're in the mode of, okay. Yeah. Can you please open the door? It's open.
Hard to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Hard to go.
You need to press and yeah. Hare Krishna, Madhuri, how are you? Please come. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah. I forgot your name. Prashant. Yeah. I know. I met him at Holi and another festival also, right? Yeah. Garage lo ఒక టెంపుల్ తీసుకొచ్చిన చిన్న మ్యాట్ లాగా బ్రౌన్ కలర్ ది చూడండి. No, she's getting a mat.
Jump to the corner.
Huh?
Jump to the corner. So then.
Yeah. You can jump here. Yeah. So just 1 second, online guys. We're settling down. Okay. So what did you bring?
Offered to Krishna.
Okay. You offered in the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we all can have it later.
Yeah.
At the end of the class. Oh wow, nice. Okay.
Oh,
your appetite increases just by seeing this.
It's Jain, this thing as well, like no onion or anything. Just
Yeah. So Mahavishnu, he impregnates the living entities with his glance. Similarly, you can try to eat this with your glance. Okay.
That's Mahavishnu.
Yeah. Okay, good to see you both. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Prabhuji's name, I thought.
Prashant.
Prashant.
Yeah, she's Madhuri. Yeah, they live in Botham.
Botham.
Yeah. So, okay, we have few people on the line, online. And everyone, we have. Thank you. So we have Madhuri and Prashanti joining in person for the first time. Madhuri attends online, but today she chose to give her darshan to all of us. So that's Rahul.
Yeah.
And then Ashok. You have to say something, then your video will be highlighted.
Oh, Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Then we have Swati.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. And then we have Swapna. Swapna, you have to say something, then your video will be highlighted. You'll be in the limelight.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I was on mute. I was saying, but.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, we have Sapan Kumar. Sapan.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you. Sapan, where do you live?
I'm in Redmond.
Redmond. Okay. Yeah. Try to come in person if possible next week.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah. You have your family with you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can bring your family as well. If you have kids, they can play here in a separate room and then. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, Madhuri and Prashant, we are discussing about chapter 13, 14, 15. We already discussed last week. We are going over again.
Okay.
Yeah. So chapter 14, the three modes of material nature. Okay. And then chapter 15. So what's chapter 15? Purushottam Yoga, the yoga of the Supreme. Okay. So now we know the two obstacles, obstacle from within and obstacle from outside. Chapter 13 discusses obstacle from within, the enjoying propensity. And chapter 14, the obstacles from outside, the three modes of material nature. Now, chapter 15, Purushottam Yoga, Krishna tells how we can overcome these two obstacles. That is by asking questions. By asking questions. So what is that verse? Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Okay, asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So cut this fire of doubt, or cut this serpent of doubt with knowledge, the weapon of knowledge. Shastra, asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Shastra is weapon. Asanga. Asanga generally means, in Sanskrit, same word can have different meanings. Same word can have 100 meanings. Depending on the context, the same word can have 100 meanings. It's a very rich language. We always think English is a rich language, but English is the poor man's language.
Incomplete.
Yeah, it's incomplete. Yeah. For many words, there is only one word, or for some words, there is no word in English.
Yeah.
There's no word in English. So, whereas Sanskrit is a highly rich language, each word can have 100 different meanings depending on the context. So, asanga, whenever you add a to any word, it's a negative connotation. Yeah. Himsa, ahimsa. So, like that, a always indicates negative connotation. But here, asanga means good association. A means Krishna.
Yeah.
Sangha is association. Asanga is Krishna's association of Krishna. So you ask questions in the association of Krishna and his devotees, and cut the serpent of doubt with a weapon of knowledge. Then your obstacles will be removed. Yeah.
Actually, ahimsa is also not negative connotation.
It's a negative of himsa, right?
Oh, okay.
Negation of himsa.
Okay.
I was negative means not in the negative manner.
Okay.
Negation.
Yes.
Yeah. Negation of himsa. Yeah. So So asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So cut this serpent of doubt with the weapon of knowledge. So yeah, you need some back support.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
I also don't know.
Yeah. So I'm going to order more chairs like that.
Yeah.
Every week Kiran gets that chair. I just recently ordered that. So I'm testing it. It's the second week of testing. It's going good. So the load test, I'm doing load testing and unit testing, performance testing, everything.
Data collection.
Yeah. Then I'll order more. Yeah, that's really useful. Yeah, it's a very good chair.
Do you meditate on that chair, Prabhuji?
No.
Max.
No. I just ordered that 2 weeks ago for the class only, so that everyone can sit comfortably. Yeah. Okay. So chapter 15, knowledge of the, yoga of the Supreme Person, Purushottam Yoga. So in this chapter, Krishna describes this material world as an upside down banyan tree. Urdhva moolam adashakam
Ashwaddam
chandasmi parnani vedasa vedavid. So material world is described as a perverted reflection of a banyan tree with its roots upward and branches downward. And then Krishna says, if you cultivate good habits, then you are elevated to the higher planetary systems or higher parts of the tree to the roots. And if you cultivate bad habits, you go down the path. You go down to the lower planetary systems, hellish planetary systems, or in other words, on the tree, you go down to the branches of the tree. Okay. And this is the chapter where Krishna explains some of his opulences, vibhuti. We discussed Krishna's vibhuti opulences in chapter 7, 9, and 10. Here also he discusses some of the opulences. He describes about his spiritual world. Natat bhashayate suryo na shashanko na pavaka. Krishna says, yadgatva nanivartante taddhama paramam. Krishna says, my abode is not illumined by sun or moon. It is self-illuminated. Krishna is describing about his spiritual world, how his home is. We all want to go to his home, right? So he's describing how his home is. So then we'll develop a desire to go there. So now this is the beauty of Vedic literature. Okay. And this is where the Vedic literature is, Vedic literature clearly stands out compared to other literature, like Islamic literature or Christianity, Jewish, and other religions literature, right? They do not have any idea of spiritual world. They do not have any idea how the spiritual world looks. Whereas Srimad Bhagavatam and some shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, they explain how the spiritual world looks like.
Yeah.
So without knowing that, how can we develop a desire to go there? So
their idea is very vague.
Yeah, it's very vague.
All they say that there is a place.
Yeah. Heaven. For them, spiritual world means heaven.
There's also another world as per Christianity. Maybe different now, Christianity is also getting different forms. Right? So in one of my friends, when I was working with American Express, she's a Christian.
Yeah.
So we were just talking, normally, and I wanted to confirm something from her. So I asked her, like, IT. Her name's IT.
Okay.
AITI, something like that.
Okay.
The first time I heard her name IT, I thought people have given her a nickname or something.
Yeah.
Like
IT.
Like your IT.
IT.
Or maybe she's like in the IT department or something. But no, her name is IT.
I know an Indian girl, her name is Ati.
Oh, yeah.
Ati. And I know another girl, her name is Iti.
Oh, there you go. Ati is enough.
Yeah, these are Sanskrit words. Yeah. Ati, Iti, Sanskrit words.
So I asked her, like, IT in Christianity, I read it online.
Yeah.
That when a person dies, the soul is not going to heaven. The soul, it goes to some other place. Is that true? And she said that it is true. That all the souls, they don't go directly to heaven.
Yeah.
Most of the souls, they are collected in one place together. And when the judgment day will come, those souls will be judged and then they will go to heaven. So they don't know what that place is.
Yeah. They don't know how long the souls will be kept there. Maybe
it's Pitralok, but they don't know.
Yeah.
So their idea of the whole system is very vague. Like there is a place, but what it plays, the way it is described in the Vedas, they have no idea about it. It is same in Islam. They know that the concept of Jannat is there. But how exactly Jannat is, or how to even go there, is that knowledge is not explained very well.
All they say is you just go to Makkah and you will reach Jannat.
Even then, it is they say you go to Makkah, but again, I'm pretty sure every religion, irrespective of what kind of religion it is, every religion has its own criteria. It's not like you go to Makkah and then you're done for the. I'm pretty sure that there are other rules to follow. And I don't think they are being followed.
So that way, Vedic literature is very rich. We are so fortunate, to have taken birth in the land of Bharat. That is where Lord Krishna walked. That is where Lord Rama walked.
Correct.
That is where the Vedas, were spoken. The essence of all the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So we are so fortunate. That's why India is called Punya Bhumi. Karma Bhumi, Punya Bhumi.
Little unfortunate to come here. Little unfortunate to come here.
Not little unfortunate. We are totally unfortunate. We are totally unfortunate to come here actually, because this is the land of sin.
But we are fortunate to still be in Bhakti Sangha.
If you are in India, maybe
but found our
you will not have connected to Krishna.
We found our connection to Krishna here. Okay, that is there. I agree. But after having this connection, if you go to India, you can do much more actually. You can lead. See, what is our philosophy? Simple living, high thinking. Is that possible in America?
You're doing it, Prabhu.
What? Look at this house. Is this simple living?
This simple. Look at other houses. Go to, what is that place called? Medina. It's near Redmond.
Look at my kurta. Look at my kurta.
Simple.
Is this simple?
Oh, it's not silk. It's cotton. Cotton is poor man cloth.
You are so nice, Prabhu.
It's a basic fact.
Prashant is wearing simple shirt. So in general, it's not possible to lead a simple living here. Okay, because first of all, you cannot stay without working here. You need to do something here. Whereas with whatever savings you have here and whatever savings you have in India, you can lead a peaceful life in India even without working. And you can do nice farming, or you can focus on bhakti, or you can even go on vacations.
It's very difficult in India, Prabhuji.
Majority of this country is mode of ignorance.
This country, yes. Yeah. Ashok, you are saying something?
Prabhuji, it is very difficult in India, Prabhuji. Like simple living is gone in India. Like
no, it is possible. It is possible. You just need to have proper guidance. Just need to have proper guidance and some strong foundation that you have, obtained either here or somewhere, in any other temple. You obtain some strong foundation and take some proper guidance. With that guidance, it is possible to lead a simple life in India. Because you don't need to work. That's the main difference between India and here. Here you need to work because you need to pay your utilities, insurance, health insurance, car insurance, this insurance, that insurance. So many things here. You cannot have. The philosophy is not to say that Krishna consciousness philosophy is not to say that you should not work at all, give up everything and just focus on it. That's not the philosophy. Okay. You can continue doing whatever occupational duty you are in, whether you are a software engineer or a politician or, a banker or homemaker, husband, wife, or anything. You can continue, soldier, you can continue doing your occupational duty and keep Krishna in the center and progress gradually. But that progress can be faster if you lead a simple life, and that's possible only if you go to India at some point in future. It may not be right now, but sometime in future. Yeah.
So in India, like if we go to like any ISKCON temple and like want to like not work and completely volunteer, the services and all, like they guide you about how to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Prashant, is she thinking about it?
Maybe.
But our plan was to like not stay here.
Not stay here for a long time. Okay.
That
know
was
that we
fixed,
want to go back to India, but not sure when at this point.
Yeah.
And what to do over there after that, it's not clear, but yeah, she's getting some ideas now.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Inputs.
Yeah. So you go to Hyderabad or?
Yeah, that's the plan. Preferably that's the plan.
Okay.
Currently, because his company and my company both are in Hyderabad.
Okay.
And my parents and like probably his brother and his parents will be in future coming to Hyderabad.
Okay.
Our families, most of our families are in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So that will be their our preferred location if we're going to India.
Yeah.
And so that's why we are planning ahead of like setting the mindset and everything.
Yeah.
And also my perspective is to like volunteer after going back to India. Of course, I'll work if it demands.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, in India, even Prashant works hard, like 20 hours a day. You can relax.
That's the future plan.
Yeah. Abbott's temple is very nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Not in Hyderabad. Actually, I went in Pune and Bangalore.
Okay.
When we visited Pune, I used to work in Pune during when I was in India.
Okay.
So I visited over there.
Yeah. Pune temple is big.
Very big.
It's very big, very nice. Yeah, there are a lot of people there. Yeah.
Not in Hyderabad though.
Yeah.
Didn't the temple in Bangalore they disconnected that association with ISKCON?
No, Bangalore there are 6-7 temples now.
Yeah, right now there are around 8 temples, Prabhuji, in Bangalore.
Yeah, he's from Bangalore. Ashok is from Bangalore. Yeah, there are 8 temples. Okay. Yeah.
All new ones, Prabhuji.
Yeah, they are all mostly in the South Bangalore or no, not South Bangalore.
I mean, like it's across the city. It's in a circular way. Like so, any north, south, east, west, anywhere you go, you'll find one ISKCON temple in Bangalore.
Yeah. So you can do a lot in India. So yeah, if that is really what you want to do, then yeah, I can connect you with people there. So one of my friends' brother, he lives in high-tech city area. He still works at Microsoft, but he's a good Krishna Gundimeda Prabhu Wala brother-in-law. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He gave a class and when I was in India, long time ago. Yeah, I think beginning of this year. Yeah, he gave a class. Yeah, good. You remember that.
It was very good.
Yeah. Praveen, his name. Yeah. So he's a very good preacher and they're doing they have a farm actually. Yeah, they have a farm and yeah, so I can connect with that group. Yeah. So, and slowly you can drag Prashant also into it. Yeah.
He supports anyway.
Yeah.
He has no choice then.
He has no choice.
That's the sign.
Swati, are you interested? Quitting your Facebook job and doing farming?
Yes, I'm ready to go to India.
Okay, but you have to quit your Facebook job and do farming.
They might kick me out next.
I was about to say that next. They might kick her off. They announced some 17,000 layoffs, right? I think they already laid off some people.
Yes, 11,000.
5,000 maybe. 11.
11,000.
11,000 already left.
Already laid
They
off.
left. Yes, yes. And the other now in a panic mode. All of us are like, okay, we are next.
Yeah.
All
I'm ready to leave. Back to India.
And Barclays also, that whoever got laid off from Twitter and Meta, Tata Motors will hire them, and all of them, they will work on automatic car technology for Jaguar and Land Rover.
Here in US or
maybe UK or India.
Okay.
Because I don't think they have a plant as of now.
Yeah, no, they don't have. Yeah.
So maybe India or maybe UK. So Mataji, you apply.
Yeah. Venugopal, how are you?
I'm good, Prabhuji.
Yeah, good to see you.
I joined little late today.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so why did we think about, why did we start the discussion of simple living, high thinking?
It is fortunate to live in India. It's Punya Bhumi.
Yeah, no, why did we even go there?
Because we had a description about
it is very much
the gods adobe.
described in Vedas how the abode of Lord looks like.
Oh yeah, spiritual world, and how we are fortunate to have this Vedic literature, and it is our fortune to have taken birth in the land of Bharat. Yeah, okay, good. Now in chapter 15, Krishna also describes how his opulences and how we can see Krishna's presence in various things. There is one particular shloka, there are two shlokas actually, important ones, where one Krishna says, Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Darayam Ahamojasa. Krishna says, I give the juice to the fruits and vegetables and make them fructify, something like that. So whatever the taste or juice that we see in the fruits and vegetables, it comes from moonlight. It comes from moonlight. So, and that is coming from Krishna. Krishna says the sun and moon are his two eyes.
That's why the food is tasteful in India. And more moonlight.
More moonlight. Yeah. So here, because of too many drastic changes in the seasons here, we don't see moon, only except during the Paurnami days, we don't see moon. Otherwise, not much.
Maybe that's why the fruits and vegetable over here, even though being same,
they don't smell, taste. They don't taste. Yeah. Even the flowers, right?
Yeah.
No smell in the flowers here.
Very little.
Yeah.
Even if you buy rose flower,
I mean, I stopped smelling the flowers long time ago because I know anyway they don't smell.
Sometimes in the temple, when some Matajis, when they are wearing gajra, then I can smell it. But other than that, the only time I can smell flowers is if I am like going to Fred Meyer or Safe and they're like bunch of the whole thing.
There are too many bunches, then you can see little bit.
Other than that, if it is someone's house, impossible. And again, no, like I have tried almost every fruit. Here in US, from what they call dragon fruit or passion fruit, or I don't know. At first, I didn't even understand what is passion fruit and why it is known as passion fruit. But from dragon fruit all the way to guava.
No taste here. So Krishna says the taste in the I supply the juice to the fruits and vegetables, and then in the next shloka Krishna says Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva. Pranina, they have, what is that? Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva.
Praninam Deham Ashrita.
Yeah.
Prana Pana Samayukta Pacham Yanyam Chaturvedam.
Yeah, Krishna says, I am the digesting fire in the stomach, Jataragni, to digest our food. that we eat, we need Jataragni, the hydrochloric acid. And Krishna is saying, I supply that Jataragni. So in various things we can feel Krishna's presence.
And the taste and the water,
that is in chapter 7.
7.
Yeah. Rasoham apsukauntaya, that's chapter 7. Now, after telling all this, Krishna says in the end, towards the end of 15 chapter, 15.15, chapter 15, shloka 15, Sarvasya chaham kriti sannivishto matta smritirjnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krutveda videva chaham. Chapter 15, shloka 15. Okay. So Krishna says, I am situated in everyone's heart. From me comes remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge. I am the knower of all the Vedas. What else?
I'm the compiler of Vedanta.
I'm the compiler of Vedanta. Yeah.
I'm knower of the I'm the knower of the all the Vedas. By all the Vedas, I am to
be known. Yeah, because he's the end goal of all the Vedas. The purpose of reading all the Vedas is to know Krishna. Vedanta videva chaham. Vedanta krit videva chaham. The purpose of all the Vedas is to know him. He is the compiler of the Vedas, and he himself is saying, from all these Vedas, I am to be known. He's giving the end goal there. It's not like he's giving all the Vedic literature and saying that you figure out who God is and, he's saying, I am to be known. He's declaring the end goal. He's setting an end goal for you. So he's making things simpler for us. But we end up doing a paralysis by analysis. We try to figure out so many things, and then finally we come here. So that's chapter 15. Now, it's a sweet chapter, short and sweet, 20 verses. Chapter 12 and chapter 15, these two are short chapters. Now, chapter 16. Chapter 16, titled as Divine and Demoniac Qualities. Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Yeah. Divine and demoniac qualities. So, chapter 16, Krishna describes, first he describes divine qualities and then demoniac qualities. So what is a divine quality and demoniac quality with respect to bhakti or with respect to Krishna consciousness is, divine quality means to see divinity in everything, to see Krishna as the cause of everything, to see everything is connected to Krishna, and to see a relationship with Krishna and his part and parcels, all the living entities. That is divine quality in general. I mean, there are symptoms of that divine quality. If somebody has this divinity, there are symptoms, and that are described in the beginning of 16th chapter. And then there are demoniac qualities that Krishna describes. So what is a demoniac quality? Demoniac quality is basically atheistic philosophy. They don't believe in God. There is a shloka in chapter 16 where Krishna describes what is the mentality of these demoniac people, how they perceive this creation, because they don't consider God as the origin of the universe. For them, Big Bang or chance theory or evolution theory, these are the causes of, these are the origin of creation, or these are the causes of life in the creation. They say there is no God. Everything is coming, life is coming from chemicals. But where are those chemicals coming from? That's the question. In fact, it's the other way around. Life does not come from chemicals, but chemicals come from life. So, for example, within our body, how many chemicals are produced? So many chemicals are produced. So Life does not come from chemicals. Chemicals come from life. So divine and demoniac qualities. Krishna gives a list of all these qualities. We can look at some of them, but let's try to understand this concept. Okay, if you look at these 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali Yuga. So in Satya Yuga, there were no demons. Okay, there were no demons, and there were no demoniac. There were no people with demoniac qualities. So everything was very nice there. Okay, that's why Dharma was ruling with all the 4 legs. Okay, Dharma was walking properly with 4 legs. Now, 1 yuga later, Treta Yuga, the divine people and demoniac people, they lived in different countries. Okay, divine people, Ayodhya, for example. Demoniac people, Lanka. Different countries. Okay. Now, coming to Dwapara Yuga, they lived in the same, divine and demoniac people lived in the same country, but different cities. Mathura and Dwaraka, or Mathura and Vrindavan. Kamsa was living in Mathura, and Krishna was living in Dwaraka and Vrindavan. So different cities, but same country. So you see the degradation. Satya Yuga, no demoniac qualities, no demoniac people. Treta Yuga, divine and demoniac people, there is a far distance between them. Different countries. In one country, all divine people. And demoniac people far distant away in a different country. So there is no regular interaction or regular association between divine and demoniac people. So divine people are protected to a large extent. And then Dwapara Yuga, the distance has reduced. They are in the same city, in same country, different cities, adjacent cities. Okay, Samamish Isakwa, like that. Now, Kali Yuga, what's the situation in Kali Yuga?
Within the same family.
Within the same family.
The same person.
Everybody. Inside.
Okay, very good. Swati, yeah, very good. Yeah, inside us. Yeah, half of us are demoniac qualities, half of us divine. Ardhanarishwara, they say, right? This is the definition of Ardhanarishwara here. So half demonic, half demonic.
Why it changed that? I mean, in remaining 3 yugas, we have the differentiation, but in this yuga, why it became like that? There is no differentiation.
Yeah, that's how Kali Yuga is created, because the people who are going to live during this time, during this yuga, they all have a lot of papa karma. They all have a lot of papa karma. That's why they're put in situation like this. And 2 symptoms of Kali Yuga are kalaha and hypocrisy. Quarrel and hypocrisy.
Oh, yes.
Always fighting with each other and hypocrisy. So these are 2 symptoms of Kali Yuga. So it's all because of what a person deserves. If you lived in Satya Yuga, that means your karma was good. You're qualified to live in Satya Yuga.
In Satya Yuga, the divine and demonic, they were on different planets, right? Or different realms, because
actually you are right. Different planets. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, different planets. So practically within the planet you don't see. You don't see demoniac people.
Correct.
Yeah, but you're right. Different planets. Yeah. So
they believed in aliens.
They believed in aliens. Or the so-called modern scientists, they came up with the concept of aliens based on the Puranas.
Probably. I mean, Hiranyakashipu was literally alien,
Alien.
He was a different planet.
Different planet.
Yeah.
Did they describe like what planet it was? Other than, of course, Earth is inhabited by good, assuming Earth is inhabited by good people, right?
That reference you can find in Star Wars, I think.
So Satya Yuga, which is earthly planet, right? Earthly planet. It's on the earthly planet. And Hiranyakashipu, he must be either from Bhuvarloka, because Bhuvarloka, it's one level above earthly planet. So there are 7 higher planetary systems and 7 lower, right? So total 14. So Earth planet is in the middle, and 1 level above is Bhuvarloka, where Rakshasas and ghosts live.
Okay.
So Hiranyakashipu is a demon. Hiranyakashipu and all his family, right? They are all demons. What is that family name? There's a family name actually. Lineage. Huh? No. There's a name for the lineage. Like Krishna has a Yadu lineage.
Bloodline.
No, not Aksha.
Bloodline.
No, the lineage name. Like Krishna, Yadu Vamsha.
Oh, okay.
Rama, Surya Vamsha. Like that.
What is the name of the Rishi?
Hiranyakashipu, there is a name. That lineage, that family, there is a name. Anyway.
Maybe from the Rishi they were born from, right? And the mother was Diti, and who was the father? I think it was Kashyap Muni.
Kashyap Muni and Dhriti, maybe. Okay. Anyways.
Kashyap Gautam, they were maybe.
Yeah. So I think they are from Hiranyakashipu must be from Bhuvarloka. Yeah. And 1 level above Bhuvarloka is Svargaloka, where
that's why they were able to conquer all the 3.
Yes. Yeah. That's why. That's why Svargaloka is where Indra, Varuna, Vayu, all the demigods, the Devatas reside. Yeah. And there's always a constant fight between Rakshasas in Bhuvarloka and Devatas in Svargaloka. Yeah. So yeah, coming to Kali Yuga, the divine and demoniac qualities, they both reside within the same body. Okay. This body is also called a city. It's a city of 9 gates. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, Navadvare Pure. It's a city of 9 gates. So in this city, both the divine and demoniac qualities, they reside in the same city. Okay, in Dwapar Yuga, 2 different cities. Divine and demoniac people lived in 2 different cities. Whereas in Kali Yuga, they live in the same city of this body. Okay.
Are those gates also are those gates like similar to the chakras that we have? Because
chakras are more than 9. Yeah. I don't know how many chakras, but there are more than 9.
But they're in this.
I think there are some in some 100 number.
There are 7.
Yeah.
7 chakras only?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Inside the body, there are 6. And above the head, there's 1.
Huh?
Outside the body, there are more than like 100, I guess.
No, not
108 chakras in total.
This is the supreme one.
Yeah.
And then second and then third.
7
chakras.
7.
Yeah. 7 chakras.
Yes, 7.
And then
7 or 8 chakras, but then there are many smaller chakras also, which are not very. I mean, if we have good control over the 7 chakras, then the others are automatically energized.
Okay.
According to Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 types of airs. Typically, these chakras somehow they're described differently, but the airs, those cause movement in how we control everything. 10 airs.
10 airs. Yeah.
Okay, but it is different than the gates.
Yeah. Gates are different. Yeah, gates are different. Yeah. So.
Ask Prabhuji, are the gates similar to the ones in the ones that the jail that in which Krishna Bhagwan was born?
No. That is different. So here 9 gates means
mouth,
the 2 eyes. The holes in the body, basically. 9 holes in the body. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, mouth, 2 ears, and so on. So 9 holes in the body. So it's a city of 9 holes. Navadvare pure dehe. There is a shloka. So divine and demoniac qualities, they live in the same body. I think the laptop is almost, charging is almost dying.
Hiranyakasipu is from Daityas.
Huh?
Daityas.
Daitya family? Okay, Diti. Yeah, coming. Yeah, it's named after Diti. Correct. Yeah, Daitya Vamsha. Correct.
But according to Puranas, again, like Jaya, Vijaya, the two doorkeepers of Vishnu were like cursed by.
Yes, and Hiranyakashipu is one. Hiranyakashipu, Ravanasura. Yeah.
He asked for like, I mean, Vishnu said, you can reach me through 2 different, like,
three births as Asur, and then 7 births as 7 births.
Devotee. Yeah.
So they chose
one chose like devotee.
No, both.
No, both chose to be Asuric, demoniac.
In
Because
Satyug,
Yeah.
Satyug, it was Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyaksh was liberated by Lord Varaha. Hiranyakashipu by Lord
Narasimha.
Then Treta Yuga was Ravan and Kumbhakarna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dwapar Yuga was who was?
Shishupala, Kamsa. Yeah.
Comes?
Yeah. Shishupala and Kamsa.
Like the uncle.
Yeah.
I thought it was someone else.
No, Kamsa.
When like greatest demons are devotees of Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah. And they say the same 2 people, they also appeared as Jaga and Madai in Chaitanya Leela.
It is being said.
Yeah.
It is being said, but maybe it's true. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't want to question it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe later I'll question it when I gain more knowledge.
Okay.
It is being said, but most of the religious places you go with, like if you go to Haridwar or if you go to south,
yeah,
they recognize only 3.
Yeah.
I think 3 would make sense because mostly these things are done in odd numbers for some reason. Like the option was given 3 and 7. Else it would have been, maybe it would have been 4 and 8. The math won't add up.
Yeah. So all the things that happened during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, the reference is Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah.
And for outside people, they don't even read Chaitanya Charitamrita, right?
They are not exposed to it.
They are not being exposed to, and they neglect this. Okay. So coming back to chapter 16. So divine and demoniac qualities. Now, when we are progressing on the path of bhakti, so we need to constantly keep a check. How are we progressing? So there is a saying, right? If you are not moving forward, that means moving backward. Yeah. Correct. If you're not moving forward, that means you are going backward. Yeah. So I need to do something. Okay. So 1 second. Let me connect my charger here. Okay. So if we are not moving forward, that means you are going backward. So chapter 16 helps you measure your progress on the path of Bhakti Yoga. So how can we measure? Or sometimes people ask, for example, today I had a class in the morning in Bothel, Discover Yourself class. So there one lady asked, how can we know that we are truly loving God? How can we know that we are truly loving God? So what do you all say?
If we remember him not just in like difficult situations or like when there is like when you cannot deal by yourself, but also in happy situations, then it's mostly gratitude and loving relationships rather than God fearing and God loving.
Okay.
So I feel like.
But how does that translate in action?
It could be thanking him or visiting temple when on happy situations, in terms of action and in terms of, or like keep them when maybe when you're happy or like even like normal day to day.
Okay.
And not just happy or sad, but like as a discipline. If your first thought is that, then you are more involved in it and.
Those are all different limbs of the sadhana bhakti. Okay, as a practitioner, when you're practicing bhakti, so you do all those activities. Okay, that doesn't mean you are truly loving God. So, okay.
My input is, I think you can communicate love to God in the 9 rasas, right? It's like one is at least I can correlate with, connect to children.
Yeah.
Right. So how we love our children in a similar way, or if you treat a best friend, how do we treat our best friend, right? And if we feel like a servant, how is our relationship with master? And then Sakya, Dasya, then directly if you are a lover, right? How do we reciprocate our love?
Okay.
So those are the 4 things I can quickly think of.
Okay.
Nine.
So these are also, just like she described some limbs of the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So you described the different rasas or different processes of Bhakti. But how does that translate into action?
So if you realize that when you're talking to someone also, there is Krishna in everyone. Then
very good.
It's like that means it's there in your mind all the time.
Very good. Anything more on that? No, that's perfect. So
for every, whatever you do, if you realize Krishna, then you're doing it, for example. Then it's like
so
you're thinking about him all the time.
So that's an excellent one. What?
And I think I'm not there yet. Long way to
go. I'm not there yet too. We're all sailing in the same boat. We're all stuck in the Samsara Sagara, and then we are all sailing. Hey, Swarit, can you save me? And Swarit is asking, hey, Kiran, can you save me? Kiran is asking, hey, Naresh, can you save me? Naresh is asking Prashant. And Prashant is looking to Madhuri.
I'm drowning everywhere.
And online people, they're all watching us.
Let them drown.
Let them drown.
We don't want to drown.
Let them drown. We are just watching fun. We take nice pictures. So, okay. Prashant, you want to say anything?
Probably the thought that I came to my mind is that. So, it may be difficult for some people to visualize God, but we can see the idols, but then again, again, it's just night. So again, you can obviously have to come to visit your temple, or maybe if you have something at your home, so that's the only place probably you can visualize God. But other than that, we can see mankind everywhere. We can see human beings everywhere. So as long as you are able to see, help the mankind, help people everywhere whenever possible. I think that's way. I think that's the. I feel like that's the way to basically, essentially, when you are helping human beings, you are helping the God within them. You are helping the God in yourself, and then God through you.
Okay. Okay. Swarit? How to know that you are truly loving God or not?
Like how do we know that we are progressing in bhakti, right?
How do we know that we are we have achieved prema for Krishna?
I think
the bhav.
For me, what I can say is when I'll try my best to explain in words. When there is no effort, when there is zero effort needed or required to remember God, and from the time we wake
spontaneously.
Yes, exactly. From the time we wake up to by the time we sleep. Just like, for example, now that I'm living here in US, there are 2 or 3 things that I miss the most. One is my mother. So I am constantly thinking about her, her health. What is she doing right now? I know what is like. If I look at my clock, I know what is she doing. So I miss my mother in that sense. The other thing that I miss very dearly is the food that we get in India. When I'm eating food here, I'm always comparing it to the food that is available in India, and especially whatever is cooked by my mother. The third thing which I miss the most is probably companionship of a girl. Okay. Like I used to have a girlfriend in India. So I would miss that the most. One of the most. So, and there is no effort required in it. It does not matter what I'm doing. If I'm driving, if I'm in a class, if I'm at my job, those thoughts will constantly come inside me. So when we reach a place where those thoughts, you can still remember, recollect your mother, and if you have a person in India of interest that you want to remember, that's
Loved
fine.
ones.
But along with those thoughts, if the thought of Krishna is coming to you, for example, if you every day we offer food to God. So instead of making food which we like, we can actually get the thought in ourselves, like, what does Krishna want to eat today? So there is no effort needed then. It comes to you automatically. Okay, what color of clothes does Krishna want to wear today? What kind, how much water he needs? Does he really want milk today, or does he want more of butter, or does he want more of yogurt? Or he wants none of those 3 things. He wants kheer.
Treating him like a person and then serving him according to
have him
his likes.
There are 2 examples that I can quote. One example is when there was a time when Narad Muni, he approached Narayan. Naradji was very confident when he approached Narayan, because Naradji is always chanting Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So he was very confident, and he approached Narayan and he asked, Prabhu, who's your best and greatest devotee? He was under the influence that Narayan or Vishnuji will say that you are. But he didn't answer directly. He gave him a task that you have to take a pot of oil, put it on your head, and then you have to take round of the earth. Tomorrow you do the task, and then I will tell you. So then Narad Muni said, okay, fine, no problem. He takes the pot, and then he completes the round of the earth, and he comes back, and then he asks, so what is the answer? He said, I'll tell you tomorrow. Then tomorrow he takes him on a journey on the earth, and then he shows him a farmer. He tells him he's my greatest devotee. And then Narad Muni he's bewildered, like, how is this possible? What is happening? Why? How? He's like, so Narayan asks, I gave you a task. What did you do?
Like I completed.
You're always thinking about the oil and
Yeah.
then whether it is spilling or not.
It should not spill, right?
You know,
Correct.
you're not even thinking of Narayana.
Yeah. And that farmer, even when he was driving the plowing the field.
Yeah.
And that point of time, there were no tractors or anything. So he was doing it by himself.
Yeah.
He's still recalling Narayana or Krishna.
Yeah.
And one of the other example is it's very modern. It happened in Vrindavan. God bless the soul of the devotee. This devotee was a very much dedicated to Krishna. Very, I mean, I can't even explain in words how dedicated he was.
Yeah.
Every day serving the Lord, thinking about him, chanting and everything. So one time it was winters, and when the devotee was sleeping, and he suddenly felt very cold. He was wearing all the warm clothes, he was having quilt and everything, and he was still feeling cold. He got up. He's like, I cannot understand why I'm feeling cold. So he went to Krishna for his blessing, and he saw that he forgot to offer a blanket to the Bal Gopal.
Yeah.
And he fainted and he died. He had a heart attack and died.
Wow.
He
thinking about that, he died.
He died.
That's a glorious study.
How can it happen?
Yeah.
I still get goosebumps when I tell the story.
Yeah.
So it happened in Braj. So that is one way when we can realize that we have reached some level.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, online people, Swati, what do you have to say?
It's like the answer is not.
Huh?
You haven't touched the answer, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
To reach the level, more sadness.
No. Yeah, go ahead, Swati.
Yeah. So when I think when we speak about God in to others, to either help them out through their stress or distress, or just speaking about God, Bhagwan Krishna, to everybody, not just thinking about him constantly, but also spreading the word and letting others also know that the good to you by being in Krishna consciousness. Others also come out and feeling the Krishna consciousness, so that they can feel their lives accordingly. So trying to spread the word, trying to spread the message is one of knowing that you are feeling that love and you are also spreading it.
Yeah, you can only give what you have. When you are preaching, you want to give bhakti to others, but you can only give what you have. Okay, so that's also a good point. Ashok, what do you have to say?
When everything
so
fails.
How do you
When everything fails.
No, there are more. Venugopal is there, Rahul is there, Sapan, Swapna. Yeah, we have few other people. So how do you know that if you are truly loving God or not? Swati, you have anything else to say? No, she's talking to someone.
Yeah, there are several ways we can know, Prabhu. There is not one single way, I think. So one of the ways, when you're thinking about Krishna, most of the time, that's one of the way. And other way is your decisions are centered around Lord Krishna. So you consider Lord Krishna and his principles while making choices. So that is another way. Third is your curiosity to serve him. So these are the factors by which you can figure out.
Enthusiasm to serve him. Yeah, not the curiosity, but enthusiasm to serve him. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sapan, are you there?
Yeah, those were the 3 points I
Okay.
had in mind.
Okay, excellent. Rahul. So after Rahul, we'll go to Ashok.
I think everybody covered all the points, Prabhuji. But
Yeah.
For me, I was thinking in the terms of like while suffering, like, do we remember him? Yeah, I think while suffering, we remember Krishna a lot, but in good times, maybe we'll forget because we are having a very good time with the people around us. So yeah, I think for me to know that I am truly loving him, maybe I'll have to like figure out if I am like having a good time and remembering Krishna as well in that time. So,
Yeah, in your good times.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's also a good point. If you are, the real test is if you are remembering Krishna in good times or not. In hard times, in times of difficulty, it's natural to turn to God, seeking some help. It's natural to turn to God. But are you remembering God even in good times? That's also a good point. Okay. Venugopal, what do you have to say? How do you know whether you are truly loving God or not?
If the individual is 100% happy when they are doing all the Krishna consciousness related things, actually they should be 100% happy with the Krishna consciousness activities. They should not really look for outside things. When the person is automatically becoming happy by doing all these things without wondering for other activities, I think I can say that that particular person is starting the Krishna consciousness without theoretical knowledge. So they should be really feeling that happiness while doing these things. So little bit of less interest towards all other things, and then finding really happiness while doing all these Bhagavad Gita classes and then chanting and all. So
yeah, excellent. That's a beautiful point. So seeking happiness within and in the process while performing this bhakti, one should feel happiness, one should enjoy this process. And that's what Krishna explained. So Sukham Kartum Avyayam. So this process of bhakti yoga is very joyfully performed. So, okay, that's a good point. Swapna Garu, do you have anything to say? How can you say that if somebody is truly loving God or not?
My thought initially was if we could see the purity of God, like within each one of us, within ourselves and within humanity. That's how I thought. If we could see every being as a form of God, is how I thought would represent. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
My love for God.
Good. Yeah, that is in line with what Kiran said. So very good. So okay, now Ashok. What do you have
Nothing to add, Prabhuji. Everyone
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
No, Prabhuji. Like it's already been covered. Yeah.
So maybe I asked you too late then. Okay. So anything subtle, we know about it by its symptoms. Okay. For example, how to prove the existence of soul. There are different ways, like common sense, intuition, near-death experiences, past life memories, and then based on symptoms. Symptoms of soul is consciousness. Okay, like that, any subtle thing you see or you perceive or you measure, you acknowledge, you believe the existence of it, by its symptoms. Like air, we don't see the air, but we believe in the air based on its symptoms. Like we can breathe, the trees are moving, the leaves are moving. Based on the symptoms, we believe that air exists, even though we don't see it exists. Similarly, progress on Bhakti Yoga, if somebody is truly loving God or not, it's a subtle thing. There is no measure scale that someone has invented saying that, okay, Swarit, you stand here today. You are here. I'll measure next week, where you are. I wish there was a measure scale like that. So unfortunately, we don't have a measure scale like that because it's a subtle thing. Okay, it's a subtle thing. We don't have measure scales like that for subtle things, but we can measure them by its symptoms. Now, what are the symptoms of a person who is truly loving God? Like what Kiran said, what Swarit said, what Sapan said, Venugopal said, most of you, what did you say?
I was talking about limbs.
Limbs, right? Yeah. Limbs, except you both. Everyone else is correct. Obviously, somebody who is truly loving God, they should also be doing these things. They should be chanting, they should be doing kirtans. They should be, exhibiting Sakya Rasa, Dasya Rasa, all these things.
Yeah, whatever, below actually.
No, you are above. So you measure the progress based on symptoms. Okay. Now, what are the symptoms of a good devotee? What are the symptoms of a good devotee who is truly loving God? Krishna explained that in Bhagavad Gita in various places. Okay. In chapter 13, he gave 20 different qualities. Chapter 13, verse 8 to 12. And even in chapter 16, he gave a list of divine qualities. So these divine qualities help us measure the progress on the path of bhakti. Okay. And as Venugopal said, beautiful point, right? Somebody should be happy within. Somebody should be happy within. And they should not be seeking anything outside for their happiness. So that is a great symptom of a person who is truly loving God. But if he is truly loving God, he's always seeking happiness within. The Paramatma is within. That is one step. And then he's connecting with Bhagavan also. That's one good point Venugopal mentioned. And Swarit, that always thinking of Krishna. That's another symptom. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Manmana bhava madbhakta, always think of me. Always think of me. Fix your mind upon me. Worship me. Pay obeisances to me. Okay? That is one of the ultimate instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Charama shlokas, one of the 2 Charama shlokas. The concluding instructions of Bhagavad Gita. And he repeated that instruction 2 times. One in chapter 9, one in chapter 18. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishvesi satyam te pratijani priyosme. Manmana bhava madbhakto. Become my devotee. Always think of me. Like Swarit, he's thinking of his mother. Always. What is she doing now? How is she doing? So like that, if you are truly loving God, you exhibit these symptoms. You always think of God. Anything that you do, you put God first. You put God first and then anything else. So, like for example, when some people, they buy home, right? So the first thing they look for a house is a room where they can place deities. Okay, that's an example. Like that, anything that you do, if you put God in the first place, if you put God in the center, okay, then you're truly loving God. And then as Kiran said, if you are seeing God within everyone, then the way you treat everyone is equal, and the way you talk with everybody, will be same. The way you respond to people, different people, will be same. That's another symptom. So these are all symptoms of a person who is truly loving God. So any subtle thing you measure by the symptoms. Okay. And no anger, no greed, no lust, all these things. So two important things: humility, and then always thinking of God. Okay. Humility, there is a list of other 19 qualities, but the most important thing is humility, being humble. And then always thinking of Krishna in your mind. These are the two important symptoms.
They should exhibit all the symptoms, not just one of them. Like, let's say Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Love for others. But we cannot, it's selfish. But I don't think we can say she has true love for God.
Yeah, she doesn't have true love for God because her definition of compassion for others is different. Her definition of compassion is that people are in need and she needs to help, which is a good cause. And she was one of the most, kind-hearted person, charitable, kind-hearted person. You don't agree? Okay. You got something different to say?
Most of her
Prabhuji, there is a YouTube video.
Or the charitable activities, they were driven by ulterior motive of conversion.
Oh, really?
So even her hospitals, and
okay, Ashok, 1 second, I'll come back to you.
Most of her hospitals that she was running, she would let patients be in pain for a while. And then she's like, okay, your God is not treating you. Now I'll treat you. So your God is powerless.
Wow. Did you know that? Okay, it's a news for both of us. What about, you know that?
Little idea about it.
You know about? Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, there was also probably this ulterior motive, but she was,
Probably she was deployed by the Christian missionary teams.
That is why there was a huge uproar when the Pope, when he said that he will give the title of saint to Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Because in order to gain the title of a saint, you need to perform 3 miracles. So unless you cannot perform 3 miracles, you cannot take the title of saint. But yes, Ashok was saying.
Ashok, you're saying something, right? There's a YouTube video.
There is a book about it, Prabhuji, like what happened.
Okay.
Like what Swarit Prabhu said, there is a YouTube video about the author who wrote a book. And also there was a legal battle because the charity trust had billions of dollars.
Wow.
Billions of dollars. So once when she passed away, it was like a inheritance issue. Who's going to get that money?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not all. It's all not all. There are like shades of different shades in there. Like, there are like tons of. There is one book written by an author, and he also given some speeches about that. So
okay.
Somehow I was able to. I have seen that it's not all.
Wow.
Even the demon Indrajit, he also had a good quality in him because he was very much faithful and a servant of his own father.
Yeah.
So much so that he even raged a war against gods just to praise his father.
Yeah.
But that does not make him a good living being, not a human, because he was not a human. It will not make him a good living being.
Yeah.
Although Raman was like a pandit, he was a Brahmin. And also in a way he was a devotee of God because he was cursed. He was cursed, but he was yet in a bad sense. He's a devotee of Narayan in form of Jaya Vijay. But even then it will not make him a good living being.
Yeah.
So it is the same with. She did some good work, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But
if there is ulterior motive, right?
Then kind of cancels out your good deed.
Because it's all in the intentions.
Yeah.
Your activities, good or not, is decided by your intentions. Okay. So Okay. Anyways, even if we assume that she is a charitable lady, but still her definition of compassion is different. Her definition of humility, is different than the definition given by Prabhupada in chapter 13, from spiritual point of view. For example, non-violence. The general understanding of non-violence is not killing animals or not killing people. That's non-violence.
For self-gratification.
Yeah. But Prabhupada's definition of non-violence is if you are not connecting a person to Krishna, that means you are committing non-violence. You are committing violence.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we discussed this. Yeah. So if you are not, let's say you have a friend in the office and you're not preaching to him and you're not giving an opportunity to him to connect with Krishna or connect with God, okay, some form of God, Vishnu or Narayana,
then it's fine.
That means you are committing violence.
Then I have committed less violence.
Atmaha. The word is Atmaha in Ishopanishad. Atmaha. Atma is soul.
Yes.
Atmaha, killer of the soul. Yeah.
I have a
Yeah, 1 second, Swati.
Considering like what Mother Teresa has done wrong, like by conversion, if we are doing the same, like maybe we are not doing some violence, some kind of like causing pain for conversion, but if we are forcing or coercing others, even though they are not interested in like listening to the
Bhagavad
Bhagavad
Gita.
Gita or anything. So aren't we committing in a way, maybe not at that level, but in a way the same level of sin?
No. See, actually, Krishna's instruction was not to, it is one of the offenses. There are 10 offenses. One of the offenses is to preach to atheistic people about God, about Krishna. Krishna himself, he is against that process of preaching to others. But the acharyas, Prabhupada and his guru and acharyas in this lineage, in the parampara, looking at, considering the general mentality of the people by large in Kali Yuga, they said they thought if we don't preach to people in a big way,
the name might perish.
Yeah, the name, Krishna's name itself
will
perish.
Yeah.
Okay, and over a period of time, it will be complete irreligion. So then, looking at these, the acharyas in this parampara, they said preaching is the best method to bring transformation in people, to connect people with Krishna. Preaching is the best method. Now, we don't have to force, in the name of preaching, we should not force. Okay, it should not be strong preaching. There is strong preaching. Even within ISKCON, there is a group, okay, who do strong preaching. They have a website, strongpreaching.com. Yeah. So they say you cannot, from tomorrow onwards, you cannot worship Sai Baba. You cannot worship Shiva. You cannot worship Ganesha. So we should not be doing that. So they will run away.
I think that goes against the word of Srila Prabhupada, because he said that we should always serve Vaishnavas.
Yeah.
And Shiva and Ganesh, they are the big, like the highest quality of Vaishnavas.
Yeah.
So
you can worship all these devatas, but the mood should be, please connect me with Krishna.
Correct.
When you're praying to Ganesha, pray that Ganesha, please remove obstacles on the path of my spiritual progress. Okay.
So the preaching, in terms of preaching for the religion, probably is prohibited. But this is basically preaching just whatever Krishna spoke. There's no religion tied to it.
Well, you're absolutely correct, because India never had any religion. Religion is a foreign concept. We always had Sanatan Dharma, which is a way of life.
Hinduism.
Yeah,
Hinduism is also a religion.
Religion again, yeah.
Because Hinduism, the word Hinduism originated from the river Sindh. When the Greeks were coming in, they were not able to pronounce the word Sindh. In their
they were on the other side of the Sindhu river.
Yeah.
Okay, they could not pronounce the name Sindhu.
So
they said Hindu,
yeah.
and Hindu became Hindu.
So, to add to what Prabhuji said, that the way, at least I can vouch for ISKCON preaching, maybe not other sampradayas, I don't know how they are doing it. The way ISKCON is preaching is we are following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada and his Guru, the whole Guru Parampara from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are not coercing or forcing anybody. What we are doing is in a very subtle way, in a very elegant way, in a very gentle and following the instruction right from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is Krishna himself. We are following the instruction in the same line. We are not deviating from that, and we are exposing it to the people. We are not saying that you do this. We are just simply saying that try and experience it.
Yeah.
If it's something
give
that
Bhagavad Gita a chance.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we say. We don't say, hey, from tomorrow you must read Bhagavad Gita.
Stop praising to Christ.
Yeah.
Don't make Thanksgiving.
Otherwise you'll go to hell.
Yeah.
You know, we should not.
No, we don't say that. We don't say that. So there's another incident when Christianity was coming to India. There was another incident that was but was very common back in the day. Is that the bus driver will, he will miss his start, and then he was like, okay, now push the bus.
Yeah.
And then everybody's pushing the bus, and then he's like, okay, take the name of your Lord. Everybody shouting, Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Shiva, and invoking all the gods. But that driver, he's so clever. He will push the brake, and the bus will not move.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he's like, oh, okay, it's not moving. Let me take the name of Jesus Christ, move this bus. And then he will take the brake, his foot off the brake, start the bus, and will go. And he's like, see, my God is powerful.
Yeah.
So we are not doing anything like that. So we are not following
it might be a real incident, huh?
It is.
It might be a real incident.
Yeah. So we are not following this, like expansion of Islam, if you see. It was all violent throughout the history of Islam, whichever country they have gone.
Yeah.
If you don't come up,
if you look at India's history for past 4,000-5,000 years, we have done our expansion, like our kings, they have gone all the way to Indonesia and all that. But even then, the forceful conversion of anyone's dharma has never been happened. We simply say experience it. If it's something for your taste, if you feel like liking to taste, like when we eat prasadam, we like certain kind of like Prabhuji likes Kala Chana. Srila Prabhupada also had a favorite dish, I think Kachori.
Yeah.
So in the same sense, if it's something that comes to your liking, then continue, and we will give you guidance under the same lineage of the Guru Parampara.
Yeah. So we can do preaching, but with proper guidance on how to do that. So we should not force people and.
Yeah, I think that's how I came to know as well. Like when I was like feeling confused and not feeling happy about. I mean, even though I was doing good in everything, I was like not feeling happy from within, and that's when I came to ISKCON temple, and that's where I saw Discover Yourself class being written over there, and that's how I came to know and found out about this whole group, and that's how I met Srila.
Yeah, that's a gentle way of preaching.
Yeah.
You know, somebody told you about this course, Discover Yourself. They did not tell you that if you don't attend this class, from tomorrow you cannot enter the temple.
But
no prasadam for you.
Best thing was when I was in a very small town in Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, in that town, there is no ISKCON. Forget about ISKCON. I was the only Indian in that town.
Yeah.
So the whole routine of the town, the whole town, I can say.
Yeah.
There are 3,000 population town. The whole routine of the town is they'll get up in the morning. They will work till 2 or 3. As soon as it hits 3, it's happy hour.
Yeah.
Let's hit the bar. They go to the one bar in the town. Everybody's there.
Yeah.
Then I was working. So they're like, why don't you come there?
Yeah.
I was like, what will I do? I don't know anybody. What you eat, I don't eat.
Yeah.
He's like, no, just come, just come. I was like, okay, I'm part of community, I'll go.
Yeah.
So I saw a pool table, I play pool. I like playing pool. So I started playing pool and I made friends. Then they invited to me their house. I went to their house. It's the same concept. And I'm like, you whatever you eat, I cannot even eat in your house because I don't know what you're cutting with your knife.
Yeah.
So, but I went there. So then they started asking me questions like, why do you like cows? What is so special about cows? So I explained it to them. So after a certain while, what happened is that they're two friends of mine. They're always in mode of ignorance or passion. So they're like, okay, can you translate something for us? Like, yeah, if I understand, I can. So they played this movie. Maybe many of us may know, maybe we don't know. This Indiana Jones movie. Yeah. So there is this movie, Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, wherein it is picturized in India, and Amrish Puri is the villain, and he's doing something.
Okay.
Performing some tantra. So he's like, translate that for us. So I'm translating that because he's speaking Hindi and I'm translating word to word. And they're like, okay, what does this mean? Shakti De. What does this mean? Shakti De.
Yeah.
Because Amrish Puri is trying to rip out heart of some guy as a sacrifice. So I was like, oh, he's asking for more power from the goddess Kali Mata.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And what does this mean? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. I was like, that is not something I cannot translate. It is just Om Namah Shivaya. From that day onwards, every time they will see me, they will chant Om Namah Shivaya. They will chant Vishnu, Jai Vishnu. And I was like, very good.
That's good. They're chanting the holy name at least. They're chanting the name of the God.
Like, my job is done now.
Yeah. That's another way of preaching.
So when you said, if you're not preaching, you're committing violence, I was like, okay, thank God. 2 violence is gone.
Yeah. So Swati, you had a question. Ashok, you also raised a hand, right? Yeah.
It was in the lines that the last conversation Prabhuji was just explaining that when people from other religion, they are having a conversation with you about God, then you don't want to force that on them. You don't want to force your gods on them. But the concepts, even if we speak about the concepts and about, what God brings to you, and then say that this is what our religion preaches, this is what our gods, because half the time what I have noticed is that they are just trying to understand why so many gods in Hinduism.
Yeah.
Why is it so complicated? Why is it not simple, very simplistic? So the best little knowledge that I have, I try to explain. But is that good enough? Is what I'm trying to ask. We are not saying Krishna. We are not, we are saying whatever power you believe in, your energy. But then this is what he's trying to preach in all religion in the purest form. I believe that even in Christianity, in the purest form that Jesus had, even with Islam, the purest form that Muhammad had, they're all in the core very pure. It's we humans who have adulterated it in the course of time. So my theory up until now has been that whatever energy you believe in, but they're all trying to teach us the same thing. So I don't force our God names on them, but I just try to get them the concept. Even if I do that job right, I feel I've done my work. At least they would appreciate that, okay, a person from a different religion is trying to explain to us something. Maybe that somewhere down the line helps them understand, makes them want to understand this more.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's a good way of preaching. You should not say that Krishna is the only supreme and
exactly
not your Christ or not your.
So there's this movie, Mangal Mission. In that, she explains, Vidya Balan explains that pray to the God, pray to the energy, and I think that's my way of looking at Bhagwan. whether we call him Krishna, whether we call him whatever, but I feel he's that. Even Guru Nanak ji says this, call me anything, call me dog, but believe in me that I'm that energy. It's just that energy, call me whatever you want. So that's my way of looking at it.
No, you should not. You should wear two hats.
That's Guru Nanak ji's definition, but I'm just saying that for us, for me, in person, as a person, I believe that there's one energy and we can name him what we want. I mean, different religion. I don't want to force a religion on them.
So you should wear two hats. One hat for what you believe to yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
Our belief is God means it's not the energy. It is much higher than that.
Yeah.
Energy is only Brahman realization. That's a partial realization of God. And then one level above is Paramatma. It is also not complete. Okay, it is also partial. So highest realization of God is the Bhagavan aspect of God. So understanding the qualities and nature of the two-handed Shamasundara form Krishna as the supreme person. Okay, so when you are wearing that hat for yourself, you should have this understanding. And when you go out and preach, you should wear a different hat. Say that it's all gods are same, the names are different. You know, even Allah, the meaning of the name Allah is all powerful.
It came from Sanskrit.
Yeah. And what we are saying in the definition of Supreme God, he's the
all attractive, all powerful, and all knowing.
The six opulences, right? We discussed six opulences. He's all powerful, all attractive, all richness, all knowledge,
supreme enjoyer.
Yeah, all renunciation, you know, like that. He's all powerful. Allah is also, they're calling it powerful. So these are all different names for the same God. That's what you can say.
Yeah, to add on that, we say or they say Christians say Amen and Muslims say Ameen.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same thing.
Referring to the same God.
Evolved during time.
Yeah. So in fact, Jesus, he never said he is God. He said son of God. Son of God. Yeah. Okay, Ashok.
Prabhuji, see the challenge, like sometimes I say, I'm not even preaching to people. I say, come to temple, visit the temple.
Yeah.
Take the prasad.
Yeah.
Even then people are like, oh, I'm not yet ready.
Yeah. And you don't give them to them.
Yeah, that's what
you can't give it to them.
That is true.
Yeah.
And sometimes
nobody can deny that.
Especially Indian food in this country.
Yeah. Even Indians also will like it. You know?
But in India,
Oh, prasad.
Even Indians also will like it. You know, if you're giving nice food to anyone, right?
Yeah.
Even Indians will like it.
they might be little less salt. Yeah. It should be.
It's offered.
Yeah. So yeah, you give them some prasad, you give them books, or you know, you invite them to some outdoor festival conducted by temple. You know, there are various ways. If nothing works, you just pray for them.
Okay.
No, I think he's done. Is there anything else, Ashok?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
So I recently got like promotion like last week.
Oh, good. Congratulations. Where do you work, by the way?
No. Before that,
no, that is too small for promotion. That is too small. That is too small. Yeah, we need a feast for that.
But this was, I mean, I wanted to come like last class itself. I mentioned.
Yeah.
This came like Friday. My visit was like previously planned. I don't know. I mean, it came as a surprise for me as well.
Okay.
And like, I mean, I write a blog, and one of my articles got posted in another site as well. But the problem is that I enjoyed it for like a few hours, but after that there's this fear that started in me that okay, everything is going good, and so many people know it, So is there going to be some bad repercussions of it, or like, I'm like all suddenly evil eye or something like that, right? So I started fearing it, and I regretted why did I tell some of my friends, or like I put it in some of it, like the article I'm mentioning everything in status. So
yeah.
so I was like feeling a little bit overwhelmed with that. So
when you reveal the news of your promotion.
yeah, promotion, yeah, and that article posting. So I was feeling very fearful of it. Like, did I do it?
No, you don't have to.
What was
You don't
the
have to worry
article
about
that? Like passive ways to earn on dependent visa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like a big blog.
Yeah.
A community of like immigrants who are coming here. There are many other authors who are writing about it, and I was one of them, like who offered this article. Yeah. It's all for free.
Yeah.
It was like not getting paid or anything, but
Are you, if you're good at it, then get paid.
I mean, I'm not even looking to get paid, but this news, like everybody, some of them mentioned you are on a roll right now. You got everything.
Yeah.
But that's when this fear also started. Like, okay, did I brag too much, or like did I?
No, that's part of our professions, right? You update your LinkedIn profile page and Facebook. That's part of our profession, right? You're doing what is necessary, because tomorrow, if you need, let's say I'm working at Oracle, and then I get promotion. I post it, and tomorrow, let's say after 1 year, I get laid off. Then that helps me. That previous posting of status update that I got promotion, it helps in future. You're leaving, Naresh? Going to temple?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So we'll see you next week. Yeah, it's a Thanksgiving weekend, but we'll.
Next week we are flying to Arizona.
Oh, you're flying to Arizona. Okay. Try to attend online from there. Yeah. Okay.
Going to Phoenix?
Phoenix, yeah.
Okay.
Last week I went.
Oh, last week you went. You're meeting friends and family?
Yeah, friends, visiting friends, PhD friends.
Okay. Okay. Whole family is going, or just yours?
Whole family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Have a good time.
Either I'll uplift a soul, or I'll call her and
There's a temple, so you go there if you think you're falling someone down or you're falling down.
Yeah. 30 minutes from Phoenix. 30 minutes from Phoenix.
Nearby.
Yeah.
It's in the city.
Yeah. Depending on so don't fall.
Yeah, no, my friend actually. He impersonalist. He followed impersonalist very sincerely for 2 or 3 months, and then he gave up and came back to normal. Like meat eating, intoxication, everything he stopped at time.
Okay.
Because he was in association with a guru. Once the association is over, he fall back. So now, because he's a friend, so we are visiting.
Okay.
And definitely he will talk to me now.
Yeah, preach to him, and practice non-violence. The real non-violence.
Forcefully convert.
The real non-violence.
Forcefully.
I will do my best.
The real non-violence.
Either I will uplift him or I fall down.
Take all the books.
When I fall down, I don't give like without uplifting. So no problem.
Hide those intoxications.
Break all the bottles.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see you next week. Otherwise, a week after that. Yeah, I'll come to the temptation. So yeah, I mean, that is needed. You're doing whatever is needed as part of your profession. Updating your status page. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Not yet in LinkedIn, but
yeah,
I just updated in my WhatsApp status. So
yeah,
few of them saw it. So.
that's okay. Yeah,
if your fear sets in,
you're giving inspiration to others.
So
that's another way to say it.
Yeah.
If fear sets in, just tell Krishna that this fear is also yours, and if you want me to be in this fear, I accept the fear. Maybe it will work for you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes we have these feelings and we don't know why they're happening, right? For unknown reason, we get into these situations. Yeah, I think you don't have to worry too much about it. Yeah.
It also comes from, I mean, I know the reason as well, like a scientific reason though, like that we as like, we evolved from like hunter-gatherer kind of like humans, right? So they always would have, I mean, the rule that they have, or the thing that is passed to us as a genetic code is that always, I mean, if you found your hunt for the day, don't be too happy because you will also be hunted by some animal. Because in those days, everyone used to hunt. I mean, at least the evolution came from that basic this thing, that basic primal thing that if you are you got some hunt, you will be hunted as well. So so all this, like, I mean, if you are too happy, does that fear or something that starts within you to say that okay,
the happiness might end too soon. It will end too soon, and how can I handle that?
Safety net,
yeah. So some insecurity, behind every fear there is a insecurity. That's the reason. I mean, as per Bhagavad Gita, that is true. Whatever gives you happiness, that comes with unhappiness also. So whatever is the source of happiness, that same thing will be the source of unhappiness too. But at the same time, we don't have to, become too fanatic about it and start looking at each and everything in a magnifying glass. So, yeah. Okay, good. Anyone, anything? Online demigods.
Prabhuji, I wanted to know that will I get prasadam if I be there by 8 or 8:50 in the temple?
Now?
Now? Yeah. We'll be starting now.
You're starting now? Yeah. Temple is open until 8:30. Darshan is open until 8:30. But prasadam will be available until even 9 o'clock, 9:30 also.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Or until 10 o'clock also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can come now. Yeah. Okay. Swati, Venugopal, anything? Ashok?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. So if not, then thank you everyone for joining. We'll see you all next week. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.